Hi everybody, this is Kiki from Niar Designs. I pray you're all doing well and are doing something that makes you happy. Collage stories. You guys know how much I love this, but before we begin and I tell you what all the prompts are and what it's all about and all of that, we need to get into our God's gift box. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Psalm 23:4. Heavenly Father, when the darkness comes over us and storms beat around us, shelter us under your wing. Yep. Okay, let me just put that away. Okay. And it's funny because one of the prompts is rain, but okay, so Collage Stories is hosted by the wonderfully talented Belinda at Visualized NZ or NZ, depending wherever you are in the world. Belinda asks her subscribers to give her 5 prompts, and she will pick from week to week for the following week. So for instance, in today's video, she will pick the prompts for next week. Then she will add a 6th prompt that she will give on her video next week with the 5. So what I do is when Belinda goes live, not live, but when her video comes up, excuse me, I go and in the description it will say what all the prompts are, and well, what her prompt. So I already know, I wrote them down from last week what the prompts were, but I didn't know her prompt. So hope I didn't confuse you in that. This is my little accordion journal. I just love it. I made it out of index cards, and this is what we've done thus far. Look, guys, remember? You can't even see it all. It's so cool. I love it. I love going back and looking at it. It's so fun. And then if you choose to, then you can add a story along, and that's what it's all about, collage stories, which is why I love it so much. I know I say this all the time, but I'm a former teacher, and that just is so up my alley. So, but if that's not up yours, then you don't have to. You can just make the collage, and if you post, and if you make, please post if you have a social media platform, whether it's Instagram or YouTube or whatever, just use the hashtag collage stories so that we can find one another. Really cool. So, or as some people do, email me your pics or your makes if you choose to. My email is in the like the little bio thing on my channel. Okay. This week's is from Mary or Mari. I had a friend years ago that spelt her name the same way, and she pronounced it Mari. So I'm not sure if it's Mary or Mari. So whichever, I apologize if I've said your name incorrectly. I don't even know if you'll see this, but just in case. Anyway, so the prompts that she gave are swing a bridge which was very difficult. Lizard, canoe, rain, teacups. And Belinda added utensils. Yes, utensils used to eat with. Okay. So this is what I have. Now, guys, I will say this. Please remember that this is a story. It might not be real. It's a story. Use your imagination. So, okay, let's just get that out of the way. A few weeks ago, I showed you a box that I got at the thrift store that I was so excited about because in the box, well, here, I'll just show you. It's this box. And in here are these cutest little file cards I've ever seen in my life, but also a bunch of pictures. Teachers use this to help children, like flashcards, if you will, to put words together. It was used many years ago for special education and things like that, to form words, consonants, vowels, that kind of thing. So, look how cool. So, I went in here today and I found most of the prompts. I love this box. I love it, love it, love it. So, this boy is going to be the main character of our story. And we will call him Henry. I know this is not a swing bridge. I couldn't find one. Okay. So, but I did find a bridge. We're going to pretend it's a swing bridge. Okay? Okay. This is going to be, I know it's an alligator. Okay? I know. But we are going to pretend I did my research on lizards, because alligators are not lizards. So I did my research on lizards that resembled or had something of alligators. Okay, whether it's webbed feet or whatever. So, and this is an ode to a good friend of mine. Hey, Lisa. This is an Australian water lizard. Okay? That's what this is. It is not an alligator. It is an Australian water lizard. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Canoe. And they even had a fork. Come on. I mean, how cool is that? So, and 2 teacups. So we have all of our prompts other than rain. This is where the trouble came in. What I did was, if you remember, oh no, it's still wet. Okay. I had asked you, I don't know, like a week ago. This was, when I touched it, it was, as you can see, look. You know what I used? I had this. And you know who reminded me? Lisa, of course, because I'm a dingbat. And mind you, I had just said to my daughter, a picture of this is on my phone because I texted my daughter to tell her to get this because it works so well. As you can see, it is matte. It really works. As you can see, it seals it. Duh. Because Lisa's like, oh, you know, you can use hairspray. Yeah, I know. Ding-a-ling. Didn't even think about it. I used to use it all the time, but it made it tacky. So it could be just the weather here. I don't know. But for me, although the hairspray works really well on the sealing part of it, it was tacky. But this, no tack, nothing. Love it. It was like, I think it was on special at Walmart. I think I got it for $3. Worth it. Let me just tell you, worth it. Because now I can use my paint. Anyway, I'm going to use this for my rain. It's got grays and specks and white, and this is going to be my rain, okay? So, is it technically rain? No. But again, we're using our imagination, okay? Because I couldn't find a photo with rain. We're making our own. Okay. So, this is going to be our rain. I would like to get this part, but I kind of wanted it to go that way, I believe. Of course, she's going to get up. That's my dog, Lexi, who has been in her bed. And, of course, I turned the recording on, so Lexi wants to be involved. Baby girl, I can't pick you up right now. I don't want you to get close to the... Oh, Lexi, I'm sorry, boo. You make me feel so guilty. I'm sorry, baby. Oh, she makes me feel so guilty. But I can't have her on my lap right now because I don't want her, you know, close to the glue and stuff. It's not healthy. Oh, wait a minute. Can I? No, I'm going with my first. I'm not going to do this. I do this all the time. Okay. I know I'm out of frame. I'm just tearing. So we can... I'm going to mark it. Yeah, that should get... Okay. I'm going to go out of frame again. I apologize, but really there's... Let me... Can you see? You can see here, right? Okay. I'm just using my my ruler to tear. Okay, I think can I? Yes, I can. Okay. I might have to cut this down a little. In fact, I most definitely will have to cut this down, but that's okay. I know you can't see right now. I'm just measuring how I need to cut that, or tear it, I should say. Okay, let's bring this back. Okay, and like, I did it the wrong. I did it the wrong way, guys. This was supposed to be on top as, like, you know, the gray cloud. Okay, hold on. That'll work. That'll work. All right, let's me do this again. Of course. Oh, you know, it's not a Kiki video if I don't goof. But the good thing is I do it instead of you. And hopefully I show you how to not do something. And if you happen to be like me, how to correct the situation. Oh, I'm telling you. Okay. I think that is good enough. Okay. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pause. Hold on, let me put this away. I'm going to pause. I'm going to, obviously I can't fit all of these on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut them out as best I can. And I will come back once I'm done. I will also ink everything. The teacups I've already done and I've inked. So that's good. So let me do that and I'll be right back and I'll share my story. Okay, be right back. Okay, everything is cut. So this, like I said, is Henry, and he has been going to his grandparents every summer and most weekends, sorry about that, for as long as he can remember. This day was very special because this was Henry's 10th birthday. And it was, like I said, this was his favorite place to go, to his grandparents, because they lived in a beautiful place, and in the back there was a stream with a bridge. And the grandfather made the bridge so it can swing open, so it wouldn't impede people, but so they can cross when they need it. And that was Henry's favorite place to go. And he always wanted a canoe to go down the stream with his best friend. And you will meet his best friend in a little bit. This day was special, like I said, because it was Henry's 10th birthday. So his grandmother made them some tea. And made Henry's special, his favorite, glue. Oh no, what happened? This never gets clogged. What happened? I just filled it, so I don't understand. Oh, again, Kiki video. Anyway, so his grandmother made him his favorite tea, which is basically sweet tea with some of her favorite, her special, not his favorite, her special fruit that she grew, her berries. And she also made him a special birthday breakfast filled with fruit pastries and a whole bunch of different things. So as she was getting the tea, she asked Henry, oh, no, stay up. She asked Henry if he would go please get a fork from the kitchen so that they can eat the fruit and her fruit cobbler and all things fruit, because that was his favorite. So he went to the kitchen and brought back a fork. Now it won't stick, that's okay. There we go. And his grandmother gave him his tea. And one for herself. So Henry was like, hey, wait a minute. Where's Grandpa? And she said, well, it is raining out, but your grandfather has a surprise for you down by the river. Did I say stream? It's a river. So Henry walked down the river. He couldn't wait. Of course, he was so excited. Oh my gosh, what does Grandpa have? And his grandfather made him his own canoe so they could both go in the river together. And what was even the most special was this little guy. When Henry was 8, this little guy was caught in the mud. He's a water lizard. They live in Australia. He's an Australian water lizard, like I said. And he was caught in the mud. He was only a baby. So Henry helped him. And ever since then, they became the best of friends. And because it was raining that day, he named him Rain. And funny enough, it's storming and raining today as well. So Rain came up and was so excited to see Henry. And then he noticed the canoe and he got very interested and started to climb in the canoe because he wanted to join his best friend for a ride down the river. So this was Henry's best birthday ever. And of course, if you don't know, I take a card or whatever, and I've been doing this throughout. I write down the date and the prompts and then stick it somewhere. Well, I completely forgot to make room. Of course I did. Okay, I'm not feeling myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, can I do it? Oh, Kiki. Can I? No, I don't want to chance it. I'll just stick it back here. I didn't stick this down all the way, so I can just stick it in here. Okay. I didn't write it down on a card, so let me do that really quick, and then we can say goodbye. I'll be right back, guys. And done. It's right here. Yes, I had to pull it up, but that's okay. I just made a little pocket out of the bridge, but it worked out. So, I hope you liked my story about Henry and his best friend, Rain. I didn't know, guys. I tried to put into it. So let's see, just in case, let's see if we have everything. So we have the swing bridge that his grandpa made. We have the lizard, the Australian water lizard. We have the canoe. We have the rain, this and this. We have the 2 teacups and an eating utensil. We have it all. All right, guys. Thank you again. If you are new, I hope you stick around. It's a lot of fun. And if you do decide to stick around, please consider subscribing and liking, and definitely comment an emoji, a thumbs up. Anything and everything helps, and it's a great way to communicate with one another and have a conversation. Thank you to everybody who has been so incredible. You guys have commented all the time, and just you lift me up. And to be completely transparent, like I said I was going to, when I did this, it's pretty windy and icky out, so like that, not the smartest person that I am sometimes, I did it inside, which caused me a horrible headache. So if I seem a little off, that is why. I apologize. I'm going to go lay down. Anyway, lots of love to everybody. I wish you all an extremely blessed rest of your night, day, or morning, wherever you are in this world. Thank you for everything. I love you guys, and God bless you. Bye. See you soon.